Good day, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello, grade 7. The lesson today is solve two-step equations. As we studied before, we studied how to write from verbal or written or word problems into system of or into an equation. Okay. This time we want to know how to solve it. Last time we didn't solve the problems. We just write the expressions, the expressions and the equation. In this case, here in this lesson, inshallah, we will learn how to solve two-step equation. Okay? I will start a small start about the equation. Okay. If you have x minus or x plus 5 and I want to write it as x alone, so I want to take off 5. How to take off 5 from here? Take off means minus. I will subtract it again, so subtract 5. If I want to take off 5 from here, from the side of x, because I need x to be by itself, okay, alone. So I need to take off positive 5. What should we do? I will subtract 5. So 5 minus 5 will give me 0. And 0 plus x is x. So to get off the 5, I subtract it. What is the meaning of this operation? Actually, this operation is called additive inverse. And to make us more remember about what is the additive inverse, okay, give me the additive inverse of 5. Here 5 is positive. The additive inverse of 5 is negative 5. What about negative 3? Here negative 3 is negative, so the additive inverse change the sign, so it's 3. So additive inverse means change the sign. Put another number with the same number with different sign. Same number with different sign. Okay? It's called additive inverse. So we use the additive inverse here to finish this problem. So if I have another example, x minus 2, what should I do? Add the additive inverse of negative 2. Additive inverse of negative 2 is positive 2. Yes? So negative 2 plus 2 will give you 0. So I have now x alone. So if x added to number and I want to take this number, we will subtract it again. If x is minus another number, I want to take this number off, okay? So we will add this number again. This is called the additive inverse. Okay? Okay. The opposite here for the operation of multiply. If I have 5x, I need to write x separated, x alone. I need to make 5 1 because x here considered as 1x, which is equal x. Yes? How to make 5 become 1? Yes, divide by itself. Very good. Divided by itself. Or I can say it by another way. Multiply it by multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse? Okay, small brief about it. The multiplicative inverse is to flip the number. So if I have 1 over 5, its multiplicative inverse is what? 5 over 1, which is 5. Yes? Okay. What about 3? What is the multiplicative inverse of 3? Yes, flip. The denominator here, by the way, is 1. So if we flip it, it will become 1 over 3. This is a multiplicative inverse. So to get the number of x, if it is by multiply, I will multiply it with the multiplicative inverse. This is called multiplicative inverse. Okay, Aulad? Okay, so if I have number multiply x, I will multiply it by its inverse. As you see, 5 here, 5. X, I will multiply it by the multiplicative inverse of 5. What is what? 5 considered as 1 over 1. So it's 1 over 5. If you simplify it, you will get 1. So it's 1x, which means x. So if I know I want x alone and I have a multiplicative number, number beside x by multiply, I will multiply it by its multiplicative inverse. Okay? So another example. If I have 1 over 4x and I need to write x separated, I will multiply 1 over 4x. 1 over 4 by what? To get it out. I need to get it out. So yes, I will multiply it by multiplicative inverse of 1 over 4 is 4 over 1, which is 4. 4, I can write it 4. Simplify, it will give you 1. So 1x equal x. Okay? So if I have a number, the conclusion here, if I have a number with plus or minus x plus something, to get it out, add the additive inverse, negative 6. If I have number beside x by multiply, because it's 5 multiply x, 5 here, consider multiply, I will multiply it by its multiplicative inverse, which is 1 over 5. Okay? This is the two cases that I want you to know to get x alone. Okay? Okay. So, I'll give you conclusion what we want to study today. What we want to study today actually is, where is it? Yes, it's here. I'll give you equation like this one. Like this one. Okay, 5x plus 27 equal 122, and I will ask you find the solution. Find the solution here means find the value of x. Solution here, value of what? X. I need x equal what? So first thing, I need x to be alone. I have two numbers beside x, one with plus and one with multiply. We will finish plus and minus first. It's a rule. Don't start with multiplication, no. We will start to finish, take off the plus or minus. I have plus 27. So I will, to remove it from the side of x, I will subtract it again, as we studied before. But take care. I must subtract it from the other side. If you, in equation, if you subtract number from the left-hand side, you must subtract it from the right-hand side. If you add a number for the left-hand side, you must add the same number to the right-hand side. How? As a small example, if I have 7 plus 1 equal 8. It's the same, yes. It's equation or not? Yes. Left-hand side equal right-hand side. It's 8 equal 8. Yes, that's right. If I add 2 here, it will become what? 10. To make the balance the same, I have to do what in the other side? Add 2, 2. So if I make any operation here, I must do this operation in the other hand side. So it will be 10, 2. So they still equal. So it's still balanced, okay? And the same also, if I subtract from 8, if we subtract 2, say 2. If we subtract 2 from here, I have to subtract 2 from here, because here it will remain 6. As the next side, it should be subtracted by 2 to remain 6, 2. So the equation is still balanced. Okay? So in equation, if you subtract something from the left-hand side, you must subtract it from the right-hand side. If you divide it by any number in the left-hand side, you must divide it in the left-hand side. Okay, so I subtracted. So it's remain what? Here, the left-hand side remains 5x. And the right-hand side remains 95x. 95 alone. Okay, I need x alone. What we should do with the number, with multiply, I will multiply it with its multiplicative inverse. So I will multiply 5x by 1 over 5. And I can write it directly as this example, divided by 5. So I can write it 5 over 5x. So I divided it by 5. It's the same. It's the same meaning. Multiply by 1 over 5 is the same as if I said divided by 5. Yes or no? Yes, because 5 times 1 is 5. and 5. Here the denominator is 1. 5 multiply 1 is 5 too. So it's the same. You can say divided by 5 or multiply by the additive inverse, multiplicative inverse, okay? As we studied before. Okay, so it will remain x, 5 divided 5 equal 1. So it's 1x, which is x. 1x means x. And I have to divide the right hand side by 5 too. So 95 divided 5 equal 19, yes. So I get the solution of x. Okay? This is how we do the problems. Okay? Okay. Let's do another example. As you see here, the first example of the book. Nala and the two friends spent 21 on movie tickets and box of popcorn. So the whole number they pay is 21. On what? Movie tickets and one box of popcorn. Actually, here from the picture, I can find that the price of one box of popcorn is 6. So it's $6. I know it, but I don't know the price of the ticket. So here he will consider the price of the ticket as, I don't know the price, so consider it as M. M is price of tickets, price of one ticket. Okay, the price of one ticket. And they have 3 tickets, so ticket, 3 tickets. How many M's here? Yes, it's 3M. So the whole ticket can be written as 3M, yes. And then they buy again one box of popcorn, which is equal 6. So it can be written as 3M plus 6. This is the whole of what they buy, okay? Or what they spend, okay? And the total equal what he tell me from the beginning of the problem? 21. So this is the equation. So M is the price of the ticket. Can you know the price of the ticket from here? Yes, it's an equation now. I convert it to an equation. So I will first of all, I need to take off plus 6, so I will negative 6 from this side. Here is equal. Okay, and negative 6 from the right hand side. Okay, so it will give me 0 here, so I have 3M equal 21 minus 6, 15. Then I want to take off 3, so I will multiply it by 1 over 3, I can say it like this, and multiply with the multiplicative inverse, multiply the next side also by 1 over 3, okay? So it equal 3 with 3, 1M, which means M equal 15 divided 3 is 5, divided 3 is 1, so it's 5. I can say it multiplied with the multiplicative inverse, or I can say it by another way, 3 M, okay, equal 15. So I can say it as, instead of saying multiply by 1 over 3, divided by 3. The same meaning, يا It's okay? But why I want you to know the two method? Because we will need it. You will see, you will need it. In some problems, you will need one of them. So to know both is better for both, for you all, okay? So 3 multiplied 3 is 1, so it's 1M, so it's M. 15 divided 3, 5, the same answer, okay? So I get, what is the price of one ticket? $5, okay. That's it for the first example. Let's take the right one. Andrew rent pulling shoes for $4. He bowls 2 games. Andrew spent a total 22. He said to me from the beginning, the total is 22. So the total of all is 22. Okay? And how many games he play? 2 games. تمام? Okay? Okay. How much was the cost of each game? If we consider, he said to me from the beginning, the cost of each game is B. He's supposed to be like this. He said to me in the problem. So the price of 1 game is B. How many games he play? 2. So it's 2B. 2B. Yes or no? Yes, because 2 games. Plus what? Plus the first $4. He already add 4 from the beginning. For the shoes. Okay? So we first the initial value is 4, and then B game plus B game. So to calculate it with equation, I can write here 4. I can take from the 22, divide 22 into 2 parts. 1 is 4, so the next is what? 22 minus 4. Yes, it's 18. And here is 4 and 2b. 4 with 4. Take it off. Okay? This is how by the bar, how to solve it by bar. But we will solve it by solution, by equation as we studied before now. Okay? And then it's 4. If we divide 18 into 2 parts, 18 should be divided into 2 parts. So it's 18 divided 2 equal 9. So 9 here, 9 here. So the price is what? B equal 9. So the cost of 1 game is $9. Okay? How to write it by equation? I have 2B plus 4. The total number he pay is 22. Yes, so equal 22. Okay, then minus 4 from both sides, minus 4 from here, and then minus 4 from here. It should remain 2B equal minus 4, 0. 22 minus 4, 18. Then divide both sides by 2. So B, 2 divided 2, 1. So it's 1B. 18 divided 2, 9. The same answer. Okay? This is how to solve solution. How to solve equations. Okay? Again, let's enrich our studying by taking another example. The next page. Actually, I use here a hard number, something, which is decimal, and I will subtract and divide by decimal. It's okay. I'll not give you difficult numbers like this, but I want to understand the idea. I need here from this example to understand the idea only. Don't worry about calculation. I'll not give you big number or a decimal number like this in this way. I'll give you small numbers. I want to know the main idea. Okay, John has 21.61 balance on gift card that can be used to purchase online music. So consider he already owns this number in a card. Okay? He bought some songs that each one cost. This is the cost of each song. But I don't know the number of songs. So number of songs equal what? I don't know. I don't know means put a letter. I don't know means put a letter. So I can consider it X. I can't consider it Y. But here in the example, he consider it D. Okay, so no problem for me. Any letter, any letter. So how many songs? Here. So the one cost 1.29, so it should be written as 1.29D. This is the whole cost of the songs, okay? Okay, let's continue read. Now he has 10 left. The word left, as I described before, the operation known, how to know the operation we will use? By the keywords. And the keyword here is left. And left mean what? Means what? Minus. Yes, very good. So we will minus, subtract. And the result is 10. So the balance, which is the whole number here, minus what he spent for the songs, equal 10. So I can write it as the whole minus 1.29D, which is multiply D, equal 10 at the end. Okay, I need to finish the problem, so I will subtract first this number. Yes, as I told you before, this is positive, considered positive. So I will subtract it by minus 21.61. In the other hand side, in the right hand side, I will subtract it again, as you see here. So I subtract it from here and subtract it from here. This one with this one will remain 0. So I have the remaining number, negative 1.29 D. And in the next side, if we subtract it, sign of big and subtract, so we'll put negative because the bigger number is negative, and subtract 21.61 minus 10, which will give you negative 11.61. Then this number beside D is by times, because it's no operation between the number and the letter, so it's considered as times. So I will divide, because I need D alone by itself, so I will divide by the same number, which is negative 1.29 from both sides, as we said before. To make the equation balanced, you have to divide both sides by the same number. So it will give you what, after we divide it, it will give you 9. Okay, so the number of game, number of songs is how many songs? It's 9. Very good. So John purchases 9 songs. Okay. Okay. Last example. The number of trumpet players is 2 more than. Wait. What is the meaning of the word means that more than? It's keyword. Yes, it means we will make subtraction. So it's subtraction problem. So 1/4 of the entire band. I don't know the number of entire band. How many one in the entire band? Okay, I don't know actually. So it's 1/4. I can make later here, entire band. I'll give it later. Okay, so entire band, I don't know, 1/4 of, and of here means what? Multiply. So it's 1/4 multiply something, any letter. We will call this letter B. So B is the entire band. Okay, how many students are in the band? So I need B. He asks for B. Let's translate it again. Okay, in the picture, as you see here, I have 18 students play trumpet. He gave me a number, okay? So the number of trumpet players is more than, so it's what? More than 1/4 of the entire, okay? And they remain at the end, we found them, the number is 18. Okay, and we add what? So we can make it as 18. So the number here, I can write it as, he said the number of trumpet players, as we see here in the next hand side, is 18. So it's 18. Yes? So it's 18 is 2 more than 1/4 of the entire. 1/4 D. 2 more than. So I can consider it as 18 minus 1/4 D equal 2. It's more than by 2. More than this amount of the number of the quarter by 2. Yes, it's 2 more. So I can consider it 18 minus 1/4 D equal 2. Yes? Yes. I can solve it by this way, but in the book, as you see here, he said to me, okay, if 18 is more than the quarter of the entire band, I can write it that this quarter plus 2 equal 18 is the same meaning. Yes or no? It's the same meaning. Okay, so I can write it in this form or in this form. Both are right, because I don't want you to confuse from the word more than, because more than means minus, but it gives you the same answer. So you can start from here or from here. It will give you the same answer. Try it by yourself. Try to solve it in this form. Okay? Okay, we will solve the book here. So we need to subtract 2 to finish 2 first. Okay, 2. So subtract 2 from both sides, from here and here. It will remain 1 over 4 b, and we call it b. Yes, here is b. This is b. This one is b, not d. Sorry. B, yes, and here is b too. Okay, it's b, because we call it the entire band from the beginning is b. Okay, so I remain here, it remains here, 1 over 4, b equals 16. I want to finish 1 over 4, so I will multiply by what? Yes, multiplicative inverse, which is 4 over 1. Yes, so 4 with 4 will give you 1b. 1b equal, I will multiply the next side also by 4 over 1, the same number, okay? So it will give me 4 multiply 16 here, divided 1, which is 64, so b equal 64. So I want you to finish with this one. If I finish the problem with this one, I will have here, I need to subtract, I have 18 minus 1 over 4 b equal 2. So I need to finish the 18. So I will add 18 to both sides. Add 18 and add 18. Yes or no? Yes. Sorry, the subtract, I will subtract. I will subtract because it's, I will, 18 here with positive sign. So I need to put the additive inverse. Additive inverse of 18 is negative 18. So it should be 18 minus 1 over 4b plus 18. And in the next side equal 2 plus 2, 18. Minus, sorry. I'm sorry about this confusion. I add it with the negative sign. Okay? So it's minus 18 and minus 18. Minus 18 with positive 18 will give you 0. So the number here should be negative 1 over 4. B equal 2 minus 18, sign of big and subtract, negative 16. Okay? Okay, I need to finish this number. I will multiply with what? The multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of negative 1 over 4 is what? Multiply by negative 4 over 1. Yes? Negative, positive. And the 4 with 4, 1. So it's B equal. Here also I will multiply by negative 4 over 1. Yes? Negative, positive. 4 times 16, 64. The same answer. Okay? Okay, hope you enjoy the lesson. See you next time. Bye.